Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to episode 4, which is called What If the Cause is Actually the Cure? Yesterday, I had a really transformative realization after my yoga practice. And yeah, I recorded it as I outwardly processed what had just, I guess the wisdom or the realization that had just dropped in after a long time coming. So yeah, I would love for you to watch, and I feel like as the video progresses, a lot of powerful moments were shared. So yeah, enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. What if these marks on my head were just proof of the battles that I chose to fight and move through? What if it was the start of the journey to help me see my true beauty? The thing that made me rip off the mask, which was my hair, so I could truly see what I couldn't see for so many years. So I could no longer hide behind the stories that I had created for myself, that I allowed other people tell me. What if these marks were proof of how strong and courageous and brave I am and continue to be? For how curious I am and how devoted I am to my own journey? What if they were just a reminder to come back to myself, to touch myself and love myself and see myself? I say all the time, can we love all parts of ourselves? But still, I've been neglecting, rejecting these marks, praying, begging for them to leave my body. Why? Why? For comfort. So I can have beautiful long hair again. So I can create another identity around my physical appearance, whether it's dreadlocks or whatever it is that I want. What if this was just mirroring back to me again how I'm not accepting all parts of myself, how I'm not showing up in unconditional love for all parts of myself? There's still a part of me that's rejecting, who's disgusted and cringing at this part of myself, who literally affirms how disgusting it is when skin flakes from my head and lands on my body. What if I just let go of striving for this end outcome, always this end outcome, to be healed, to be rid of these marks? And what if this was just proof of everything I chose to face within myself? The grief, the loneliness, the jealousy, all these desires and longings that I had, attaching myself, my value, my worth to something outside of myself, to a physical appearance, whether it's dreadlocks, my curls, like whatever it is. That's probably why it hasn't gone, because I'm subconsciously still in an old pattern of wanting to look a certain way. Even though, now, thank God, I believe I'm beautiful. But am I still wishing to experience something else? What if I truly just loved myself? I keep saying I love all parts of myself, but is that really true? Do I love this? Do I love these marks on my head, this dryness, this flakiness? It's funny what keeps being mirrored back to us, and it might take us so long to see what we can learn from something like this. The many multi-dimensional layers of learning. For months, my spirit guides have been telling me what I perceive to be dark actually has a hidden treasure. And I chose to see it about many other parts of my life, but not this. But now I see. Now I see the hidden treasure. Or what if I stop pushing for, striving for a different outcome? If I just loved myself in the present and nourished myself in the present and came back to myself every time, made sure at the end of every day that is there anything that could do with more love, anything that could do with more attention in this moment, instead of picking parts of myself and trying to change them. For so long I've been trying to figure out what's the cause of this, and despite how connected I am to myself, my intuition, my guides, and how divinely drawn and protected and guided I have felt, nothing has ever felt super aligned with what this is. No, I have had suppressed anger, but is this it, or is that just what I've been told? Is that what made sense? But if I'm completely honest, I've never had that aha moment about this, which is super strange, because if I ever ask a question, I'll receive the answer. But this has been like a silence. It's like, what if there isn't anything to figure out? What if there's nothing causing it? What if it's actually just the result of me doing all this healing, and this is what's come on the outside as that reminder of like, and can you love yourself even more? And can you love yourself even more? And I can't believe I've only seen this now. Multiple times a day, thinking about it. Oh, it's still dry. Oh, it hasn't healed yet. Oh, this, oh, that. How I've come so far from telling myself many other toxic things about myself, but how it's still there in my subconscious that I never was like, oh, this is part of that negative self-talk too. This is part of not fully accepting and loving all parts of myself. What if I just fucking loved these marks? I didn't hurt myself and make myself more inflamed and make myself... What if when skin falls on my shoulder that I just laughed and accepted it and didn't cringe or scour or look around to see if anyone can see? What if I just thanked this as like, oh yeah, thank you, and come back to a mantra of self-love? What if instead of looking at the mirror and getting so frustrated and creating more anger in my body about my lack of understanding or my lack of guidance about this, that I actually just shifted that perspective and breathed safety into my body and calmness and like, oh yeah, this is a part of me, thank you. Because I have so many things to be grateful about having to shave my head and really seeing this. It's taught me so much. I have so much to be grateful for. And look at me, I am fucking beautiful. But that's besides the point. It's especially when this causes me discomfort. But what if I could perceive this not as discomfort, but as an invitation back into presence? Something that's causing me to come back into presence and be like, oh yeah, thank you. I'm back into presence because of this physical thing. And now can I breathe and affirm something positive? Whatever it took me away from, thank you. It's after bringing me back. It's hilarious how you learn something from taking action, and then at the other side of that full circle, it's you walking back into that same pattern. Me wanting to heal this because eventually I want to have dreadlocks, or my hair hasn't been dyed. I want these long, nourishing curls again. For what? For what? Is that gonna make me be more accepted, more loved, more attractive? Like these stories again that I'm backwardly feeding into. It's fucking crazy. It's just another thing that hasn't been normalized. I mean, how do you normalize something like this now? Maybe this is my opportunity. We get to decide how we perceive things. Do you perceive this as ugly, disgusting, not normal? I fucking hate the word normal. What the fuck is normal? Who came up and decides what's normal? Who gets to decide what's normal? And then everyone else judges or compares themselves off that one thing. It's so toxic. It's so toxic. How we look, how we think, how we breathe, what we believe in, like what we say, how we sound, that's not normal. That person's like this, that's not normal. Like, what? This isn't normal, so obviously I have to push. So to bring myself back to I look normal. What sort of toxic mindset, belief system, cycles are we feeding into? Are we teaching our children? I'm banning that word out of my vocabulary. Normal. Nothing is normal. Everything is changing. Nothing ever remains the same. Things are constantly evolving. What? There is no normal. This feels revolutionary. And this feels so healing. And a relief. What a relief it is to just love this part of myself and not have to think about it every day. What's a new oil, a new herb, something else that I need to change, and something else I need to prepare that takes me away from my actual gifts, my actual desires, my actual things that I want to create. And although I appreciate people text me being like, this is a cure, this is a cure, this is a cure, what if this is my cure? What if this is my cure to true self-love? That challenge of every day looking in the mirror and seeing, can I love this too? And worshipping myself even more. Creating an even bigger field of self-love and devotion for all the quirks and the differences that makes me me. I no longer have to hide anything. You don't have to hide anything about you. Why do we hide things? Trying to change and control how people perceive me. Is that really up to me? How people perceive me? Is that even within my control? No. No, it is not.